Michael Jordan's Bulls, Gregg Popovich's San Antonio Spurs, Steve Kerr's Golden State Warriors. We all love to see dynasties build up and conquer in the basketball world. But what about the one-offs? From Linsanity to Kawhi Leonard's 2019 Toronto Raptors, this is NuHoops, and today we're diving into the one-hit wonders of the NBA. First and foremost, everyone may have a different definition of what a one-hit wonder is. For the sake of this video, it is a team or person that had a period of dominance and or hype. Keep note, that doesn't necessarily mean winning a ring. However, there is one coach that has only won a single ring in the past couple decades, despite having talented rosters, and that is Doc Rivers. The Boston Celtics 2008 championship team, led by the big three of Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, put together a memorable season that culminated in winning the NBA championship. The Celtics' success in 2008 was built on a foundation of suffocating defense and unselfish play. Their defensive identity was anchored by Kevin Garnett, a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Each player embraced their role and put the team's success above individual accolades. Paul Pierce provided clutch scoring. Ray Allen's smooth shooting stroke and ability to stretch the floor made him a constant threat from beyond the arc. Rajon Rondo, a young and emerging point guard at the time, displayed exceptional court vision and playmaking skills, consistently finding his teammates in the perfect spots. His ability to control the tempo of the game and make timely plays was instrumental in the team's offensive flow. Role players such as Kendrick Perkins, James Posey, and Eddie House provided crucial contributions on both ends of the court. In the NBA Finals, they met their longtime rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers, in a highly anticipated series. The Celtics defense stifled the Lakers' offense, leading to a dominant 4-2 series victory and the team's 17th NBA championship. After this championship, though, Doc Rivers faced difficulties in replicating that level of success with other teams. During his time with the LA Clippers, and despite having a talented roster that included players Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, the team fell short of expectations in the playoffs year after year. Some critics argue that his in-game decision-making and offensive schemes have become predictable and stagnant. The Clippers blew a 3-1 series lead in the 2015 Western Conference semifinals, and not to mention the 2023 Sixers team with MVP Embiid and Harden not even making the conference finals. Doc is respected for his ability to connect with players on a personal level and his emphasis on team defense, but he hasn't won a championship in over 10 years. Although the Doc Rivers hype train might be over, does it compare to this next worldwide single-player phenomenon? I'm talking about Jeremy Lin. Linsanity was a phenomenon that took the basketball world by storm during the 2011-2012 NBA season. It was a period of unprecedented success and global recognition for Jeremy Lin, an undrafted point guard out of Harvard who rose to prominence with the New York Knicks. The story began on February 4th, 2012, when the Knicks were struggling with injuries and in need of a spark. With little expectations, Lin was given a chance to prove himself. In his first significant playing time against the New Jersey Nets, Lin showcased his remarkable skills, scoring 25 points and dishing out 7 assists to lead the Knicks to victory. What followed was a string of sensational performances by Lin that captivated fans worldwide. With his electrifying speed, crafty ball handling, and ability to finish at the rim, Lin consistently outplayed some of the NBA's most talented point guards. He displayed incredible court vision, setting up teammates for easy buckets, and leading the Knicks to a remarkable winning streak. Linsanity reached its pinnacle on February 10th, 2012, when Lin delivered a career-high 38 points against the Los Angeles Lakers, outdueling superstar Kobe Bryant in a nationally televised game.
Jeremy Lin, are you following that story at all?
No idea. I know who he is, but I don't really know what's going on too much.
Would you consider guarding him if he's having one of those games?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
The media coverage was relentless, as Lin graced magazine covers, appeared in television interviews, and garnered widespread attention. His underdog narrative and unexpected rise to stardom resonated with fans of all backgrounds, creating a global phenomenon. However, the Linsanity ride eventually subsided as the season progressed. Injuries and adjustments by opposing teams curtailed Lin's impact on the court. Gladly, Jeremy Lin would eventually win a ring with the 2019 Toronto Raptors years later, which is a great segue to what could be argued as another one-hit wonder, Kawhi Leonard's Toronto Raptors. Just after requesting a trade from the San Antonio Spurs, Kawhi Leonard found himself winning a ring that very same NBA season. The 2019 Toronto Raptors championship team will forever be remembered as a historic group that brought the first NBA championship to the city of Toronto and the country of Canada. Throughout the season, the team established itself as one of the best defensive units in the league, suffocating opponents with their tenacity and ability to force turnovers. Kyle Lowry, the team's veteran point guard and emotional leader, provided stability in playmaking, consistently stepping up in crucial moments. Pascal Siakam, the most improved player of the season, showcases versatility and growth, becoming a reliable scorer and a defensive force alongside Kawhi Leonard. Marc Gasol's basketball IQ and defensive presence was instrumental in solidifying the team's interior defense, while Serge Ibaka's energy and shot blocking ability were crucial off the bench. The Raptors supporting cast played a pivotal role in their championship journey. Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, and Danny Green all made significant contributions, hitting timely shots and providing perimeter defense. The Raptors did have tough matchups against the Orlando Magic, Philadelphia 76ers, and the Milwaukee Bucks. In the NBA Finals, they faced the heavily favored Golden State Warriors. Despite facing injuries to key players, the Raptors remained undeterred, executing their game plan flawlessly and ultimately securing the series victory in 6 games. But does that ring compare to this 2010s team that also won their city's first championship? Any guesses? The 2011 Dallas Mavericks, led by Dirk Nowitzki. Head coach Rick Carlisle instilled a selflessness and disciplined style of play, emphasizing ball movement, spacing, and high basketball IQ. Dirk Nowitzki's signature one-legged fadeaway jumper became a weapon that no opponent could consistently guard. While Nowitzki was undoubtedly the team's leader, the Mavericks' championship run was also fueled by a supporting cast that rose to the occasion. Jason the Jet Terry provided a spark off the bench, consistently hitting timely shots and providing an offensive boost. Tyson Chandler's defensive presence and rim protection anchored the team's defense, earning him the Defensive Player of the Year award. Sean Marion's versatility and defensive prowess were crucial in containing opposing wings, while Jason Kidd's veteran leadership and playmaking skills steadied the team's offense. They faced stiff challenges that year from the likes of the Portland Trailblazers, Kobe's Lakers, who they swept by the way, OKC's Durant and Westbrook, and finally the Miami Heat's Big Three featuring LeBron, Wade, and Bosh in the NBA Finals. The Mavs eventually overcame a series deficit to win the series 4-2 and secure their place in history. However, due to an already aging roster, the Mavs could not repeat and the championship roster eventually disbanded. This Mavericks team was a great testament of how experienced players come together and get the job done. But there is one team that has done an amazing job in building around one of their drafted players. No, I'm not talking about the Warriors, I'm talking about Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks entered the 2020-2021 season with high expectations fueled by previous playoff disappointments. Led by Giannis, a 2-time NBA MVP, and supported by standout players such as Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, the team was poised for championship glory. The playoff campaign began with a formidable challenge in the Miami Heat, who had eliminated the Bucks the previous year. However, this time, the Milwaukee Bucks swept the Heat in the first round, displaying their improved defense. In the Eastern Conference semifinals, the Bucks faced the Brooklyn Nets, a star-studded team led by Kevin Durant. The series proved to be a grueling battle, featuring intense competition and clutch performances, pushing the series to a pivotal Game 7. In a thrilling overtime victory, the Bucks won, propelling them to the conference finals. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Bucks clashed with Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, who I guess you could consider another one-hit wonder. I digress. Giannis once again elevated his game to new heights, recording multiple 40-point games. The Bucks sealed their place in the NBA Finals, making a historic moment for the franchise. In the NBA Finals, the Bucks faced the Phoenix Suns, led by Chris Paul and Devin Booker. The series unfolded as a back-and-forth battle, with both teams displaying their offensive firepower and defensive tenacity. Giannis delivered one of the most memorable finals performances in history, a 50-point masterpiece in Game 6. Giannis' dominance, combined with Middleton's clutch scoring and Holiday's tenacious defense, proved to be the winning formula. In a thrilling Game 6 on their home court, the Bucks secured the franchise's first NBA championship. Although the Bucks have had some great runs in the past couple years, they have not yet secured another championship, unfortunately. Speaking of 50-point masterpieces, do you remember when Corey Brewer, of all players, dropped a 51-point bomb versus the Houston Rockets? On April 11, 2014, while playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Corey Brewer etched his name in the NBA record books. Throughout the game, Brewer's shooting stroke was on full display. He connected on an impressive 19 of 30 field goal attempts, including 6 three-pointers. Each basket seemed to energize him and his teammates as they fed off his scoring frenzy. His confidence grew with each shot. The Timberwolves secured a 112-110 victory over the Rockets, with Brewer's historic performance as the driving force behind their success. His 51 points set a new franchise record just before Cat broke it with 60 in 2022. This 51 piece must have been the most random yet impressive performances in the 2010s, but does it compare to one of the greatest rookie debuts ever in this Sixers point guard? On October 30th, 2013, Michael Carter-Williams showcases immense talent and proved why he would surely win Rookie of the Year that season. Facing the reigning champions, the Miami Heat, Carter-Williams took to the court with confidence and fearlessness. Carter-Williams made an immediate impact, recording a steal and an assist in the first few minutes of the game. As the game progressed, Carter-Williams continued to shine. His ability to penetrate the defense and finish at the rim was on full display. As the final buzzer sounded, Carter Williams had recorded a triple-double in his NBA debut, a feat rarely achieved. He finished the game with 22 points, 12 assists, 9 steals, and 7 rebounds. Unfortunately, as the years went by, MCW never was able to cement himself as a consistent star player as his injuries kept him out. I also believe teams didn't do a great job of building around him and putting him into a position to succeed. That Sixers team was awful, and some argue he only won Rookie of the Year because of the stat pad he was able to do then. Though this next player did everything but stat pad to will his Celtics team to win, and that is 5'9" Isaiah Thomas. Playoff Isaiah Thomas was on another level. In the 2016 first round against the Atlanta Hawks, Thomas averaged an impressive 24.2 points and 5 assists per game, leading the Celtics to an upset victory and advancing to the second round. Thomas showcased his ability to carry the offensive load here. The 2016-2017 season was a breakout year for Thomas, and his playoff performances that year were truly special. Despite the tragic loss of his sister just prior to the playoffs, Thomas displayed incredible resilience and determination. He delivered several unforgettable performances, including a 53-point game in the second round against the Washington Wizards. Thomas's scoring ability and clutch performances propelled the Celtics deep into the playoffs, ultimately reaching the Eastern Conference Finals. He averaged an astonishing 28.9 points and 5.9 assists per game during that season. While injuries eventually hampered Thomas's career and limited his playoff performances in subsequent seasons, his time with the Celtics left an indelible mark. It's truly sad to see how the game is elevated to filter undersized guards out of the league. In a similar sense, most big men nowadays need to shoot in order to secure a spot on an NBA roster. Which brings me to the next one-hit wonder on the list, and that is Roy Hibbert. During his time with the Indiana Pacers, Roy Hibbert established himself as a defensive stalwart. Hibbert was known for his shot blocking ability. In the 2011-2012 season, he led the NBA in total blocks with 170 and averaged an impressive 2 blocks per game. The following season, he again led the league in total blocks with 199 and averaged 2.6 blocks per game. In addition to his shot blocking prowess, Hibbert's presence altered opponents' shot attempts and influenced their offensive strategies. His ability to grab defensive rebounds limited second chance opportunities for opponents and allowed the Pacers to initiate their offense. The Pacers made multiple deep playoff runs, with Hibbert serving as a defensive anchor during those postseason campaigns. Long story short, the league's move to primarily three-point shooting led to a downfall of Hibbert, who couldn't defend in open space and was too slow-footed to adapt to the modern style of play. If you can't adapt and adjust and evolve, you'll get left behind sadly. However, years later, there is another Pacer who emerged when the world was at a standstill, and that is bubble TJ Warren. TJ Warren's performance in the NBA bubble during the 2019-2020 season was nothing short of spectacular. Warren established himself as one of the bubble's breakout stars. Shout out to now NBA champion Jamal Murray. Warren seemed to be in a league of his own. He consistently displayed a scoring touch that was virtually unstoppable, averaging an astonishing 31 points per game over the 8-game seeding round. This scoring outburst included a career-high 53-point explosion against the Philadelphia 76ers, where he showcased his versatile offensive skill set and shot an incredible 20 of 29 from the field. Warren's scoring prowess was on full display throughout the bubble games. His ability to create his own shot and score efficiently from various spots on the floor made him a nightmare for opposing defenses. He became the focal point of the Pacers' offense and proved himself as a go-to scorer in crucial moments. However, since the scoring outburst, TJ Warren needed surgery and is still working his way back to this crazy level. Personally, I'm hoping he does find his groove again, as it was awesome seeing him shoot from anywhere on the court against great defenders. If we're going to talk about the bubble, we cannot not talk about the 2020 Lakers. Led by their dynamic duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and guided by head coach Frank Vogel, the Lakers overcame numerous challenges to capture their 17th NBA championship. The Lakers' success was not solely dependent on their superstar duo though. Veterans such as Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, and Rajon Rondo provided valuable contributions, bringing their experience and defensive presence to the court. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Danny Green added three-point shooting and solid perimeter defense, while Alex Caruso and Kyle Kuzma provided energy and scoring off the bench. Under coach Frank Vogel's guidance, they ranked among the top teams in defensive efficiency, utilizing their length, athleticism, and versatility to stifle opponents. In the NBA Finals, they faced the Miami Heat, who had proven themselves as a resilient and tenacious team. Shout out to Jimmy Butler. However, the Lakers' championship experience and overall talent provided too much for the Heat, leading to a 4-2 series victory. The LA big men definitely made this a more complete and deep team, but this next big man just wanted to increase his NBA 2K player rating. Anyone remember Hassan Whiteside? He was selected 33 overall by the Sacramento Kings in the second round of the draft. However, his early NBA career was marked by inconsistency and limited playing time. Whiteside spent time in the NBA G League to refine his skills and gain more experience. It wasn't until that 2014-2015 season that Whiteside started making waves in the league. Playing for the Miami Heat, he emerged as a dominant force on the defensive end. Whiteside led the NBA in blocks per game that season with an impressive 2.6 blocks, earning him a reputation as an elite shot blocker. However, as the NBA continued to evolve, and just like Hibbert, Hassan Whiteside struggled to find a team due to his lack of shooting. I mean, at the end of the day, he did get his 2K rating up. Anyone still use this card in NBA 2K? The NBA is full of dynasties and obviously some one-hit wonders. With the Nuggets winning the championship this 2023 season, led by Nikola Jokic, do you think they will become a one-hit wonder? Or do you think there is a dynasty in the making with this young core group? Let me know in the comments down below. If there are any other one-hit wonders that I've missed in this video, please let me know in the comments too. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching and have an amazing day.